The Willows farmhouse had intrigued me since childhood. It lurked half-hidden down an overgrown country road just outside town, decaying behind rusted iron gates. I had heard ominous tales whispered through the years, of an ill-fated family that once dwelled within those sagging walls, their lives ultimately consumed by madness. Allegedly, their tormented spirits still remained, trapped between this world and the next. I was warned to stay away from the cursed ruin, but its mystery called to me. At 18, still living down the lane in my childhood home, I finally mustered the courage to investigate. One blustery autumn afternoon, I hiked through scrubs and brambles to access the property. The woods surrounding the grounds were preternaturally silent, muffling my footfalls. I slipped between the creaking gates onto the weed-claimed dirt drive. The farmhouse loomed into view through gnarled vines cloaking its exterior. It seemed to leer with sinister intention. Ignoring my gathering dread, I crept across the sagging porch boards and entered through the front door on corroded hinges that screamed into the gloom. I anxiously scoured my flashlight around the interior, observing relics of past lives, dark water stains, ragged sheeting draped on decrepit furniture, ominous symbols etched into the cracked window panes. Disturbing local folklore resurfaced in my mind involving human sacrifice, madness, and murder, plaguing the family that had once sought refuge here. Glancing upstairs towards shadow-lined rooms, I imagined their ghosts still wandering the dusty corridors, crying out the pain of their stolen lives. Perhaps thrilled I had willingly entered their domain. Despite growing unease, I ventured deeper, despite instinct screaming at me to flee. The atmosphere grew heavier, more ominous. My frenzied flashlight revealed distressing sights: creepy toys, blood-red stains on rusted bed frames. Arcane symbols lined one attic room where I uncovered a hidden trove. Storage crates brimming with photo negatives, aged prints, and bizarre makeshift altars. One framed photo showed the family: mother, father, 3 young daughters, clad in 1950s Sunday best, joy glowing in their eyes. Compelled by an ominous compulsion, I stuffed stacks of images into my jacket, eager to unravel the mysterious fate that had befallen them. I felt unseen eyes tracking me as I turned to leave. A violent slam exploded inches from me. A child's ball rolled to my feet. No one had tossed it, no one physically present at least. I fled blindly and did not look back till I had reached the main road. Safely home, I immersed myself in deciphering the coded images. Photo by photo, I tacked the visual narrative to my bedroom wall, slowly assembling jumbled fragments into a macabre tapestry, suggesting the family was haunted long before dwelling in the farm estate, and that insidious forces had followed them from somewhere across the seas, through Ellis Island, to finally claim them within its rural isolation. Ominous incidents escalated around my own property. My dog barking wildly at some invisible nocturnal presence lurking amongst the tree line. Dark alchemical symbols singed onto exterior walls. One morning I awoke to find 6 dead crows arranged in a perfect circle on the lawn, their feathers wet with blood that had leaked from every orifice. At night, I was haunted by vivid nightmares, glimpsing the innocuous family photos contorting into images of terror, their pleasant faces distending grotesquely as they reached through the prints straight towards me, ragged mouths unhinging inhumanly wide as their wails filled my room. I realized then I had stolen more than photographs and negatives. I had unwittingly smuggled some pervasive darkness through the farmhouse threshold along with me. It had infected my reality, intent on warping it into its own hellish vision. 2 days later, a resolute sense of duty compelled me to return to the abandoned estate and restore the plundered artifacts, lest the phantoms anchor themselves eternally to my soul. I hesitated outside, trembling uncontrollably at the notion of re-entering their domain. But restoring order and equilibrium outweighed my fright for once. Inside, my flashlight revealed evidence of recent twisted rituals. The crates I had raided now bore new occult tokens: putrid animal remains, gnarled bones, woven talismans meant to harness unwary souls. My hands shook violently as I carefully replaced each stolen stack, exactly how I had found them. The atmosphere seemed to shift, growing subtly lighter. A final photograph remained clutched in my quavering grip. The family united joyously. I slipped it gingerly into an empty picture frame on the dust-laden table. An electric charge filled the stale air. Behind my eyes flashed strobing images as if projecting directly into my psyche. Glimpses of sinister arcane forces overtaking the family one by one, eradicating all traces of the humans they had once been, leaving only monsters in their place until their humanity was completely hollowed out. Witnessing their anguish and loss of innocence firsthand ignited profound grief and outrage on their behalf. Then the strobing images changed in tone, the family restored to their original vitality, embracing lovingly with eyes glowing, not with malevolence, but with renewed humanity, their bodies dissolving into glinting particles, then streaming upward into some radiant eternity beyond. They had been freed. A whisper of eternal gratitude echoed all around before fading into tranquility. Departing the farmstead, the land itself seemed less ominous somehow in the wake of cleansing ritual. No dark energy assaulted my psyche or bled into reality as before. Glancing back at the house, I glimpsed spectral faces observing me from the windows. Not tormentors, but guardians. They offered parting smiles of relief and release before vanishing completely. I retreated from Willows, mourning the family's stolen lives, yet sensing their unrest had finally been appeased. My role as witness and eventual liberator left me irrevocably changed, as such brushes with forces beyond human comprehension often do.